Welcome everyone. Thank you for being here. This is like a Q&A and an informational video to provide all of you information about what is Yoga's Arc yoga teacher training all about and what is our 300 hour all about. And I would love to give you more information about our program. Our mission in Yoga's Arc is literally to prepare you to teach anyone, anywhere, anytime. And that is our vision. It is about bringing yoga to the underserved and for those that cannot access yoga. So it might be underserved like a prison, detention center, senior center, or it might be people that can't access it because they're in a corporate job working 50 hours a week and they have no time after work or before work. But if it's brought to them, it's more accessible. And then we, of course, anywhere in between. We bring it to communities, we do public events, we bring it to spas, we bring it to families, we do special events, we do corporate events, and anything that people want yoga for, we make a way to provide it. Our purpose first is that every single trainee, right? We want our yoga students to always feel their best in their mind and body. But at Yoga's Arc, we truly live that and make sure that our teachers are taking care of themselves. So we have no mandatory attendance. We don't have tests or quizzes. And about 25% of your hours are spent on your personal path, because all teachers, especially when you get to your 300 hour, you start to find your niches. Like, I want to focus on studios and fitness centers or gyms. I want to focus on seniors. I want to focus on it all. Whatever it is, we can help hone in on your path and give you a lot of the resources to do independently for your career, for your personal journey, and still count it towards your 300 hour and not waste time. And everything is recorded so that if something happens and you need to take care of yourself or your family, just like we would tell our students, do we want our students showing up if they're run down? Absolutely not. We don't want you to feel obligated to come because of a mandatory attendance. We want you to take care of yourself, your family, and that's part of our culture in Yoga's Arc. We also teach you how we have a culture of inclusivity and trauma-informed modalities. I have so many trainees that I interview say, oh, I'm trauma-informed certified. And from everything I've experienced, it really can't be a certification, it's a lifestyle. So what we do is it's literally embedded in the curriculum. Like when we talk, we change how we say things throughout our learning, no matter what the curriculum is. And every time you have your month in between of your weekend, you're taking what you learn, you're taking this culture and you're integrating it into the jobs that you already have, into the communities that we provide for you to do observations at, to sub at, and to get employed to work at. So we do hire all of you. If you also want to get a job doing other things, we prepare you for your auditions, we prepare your resume, and whether you're in state or out of state, we can provide all of that training for you. Our unique mentoring program. Every school has their niche, and if anybody comes to me and says, I really want to get deeper into my physical practice, I want to really get deeper into the physical, like Ashtanga and the physical abilities of yoga, I would politely say this is not probably the school for you, because that is not one of our missions. What we provide is a place, no matter how old, no matter what physical abilities, no matter what challenges we have, mentally, emotionally, physically, if you have a willingness to learn, you are welcome to our school, because we are providing yoga for all kinds of communities, and there's always a home for everyone that comes to our table to share your gifts, and we help you find them. If you haven't seen the movie Finding Joe, watch it. It's literally about peeling away your layers to find who you are and who is it that you are as a yoga teacher and who is it that you really want to serve, and we help you get there. We give you real world experiences. A lot of times people graduate from schools and all they practice on are their peers in teacher training. And when they get to the real world, they are overwhelmed with how much people cannot do physically in yoga. We prepare you for all of that. You have the opportunity to teach in all of our communities. You can come observe, get hours for it. All of our observations are unlimited. All of our mentoring is unlimited. So maybe if you needed to find your voice, you wanted to spend a month or so teaching on our social media, that comes with it. We take your classes, give you feedback, and you also get an opportunity to sub, and we have you show up at our teacher trainings and teach, and we sit down and tell you everything that went really well and some things that you can add to your toolbox. We make it a very safe place and really get you prepared for any location and any community. You get the feedback from lead instructors, and our lead instructors have done the work in Yoga Alliance. That's 2,500 hours of teaching experience, our 500-hour, 4 years of teaching experience at least, and 500 hours of the 2,500 need to be taught after you get your 500-hour. That is by definition a lead teacher, and we are the ones that give you the feedback. We also provide how to demo, how to mirror image, how to use external cueing where you're always facing your community like they're 5-year-olds at a pool. And that is definitely part of being trauma informed, is you never turn your back, you never stay on your mat because you don't know what they're doing. And we hire all of you. If you are in our 200-hour, we hire you when you graduate. If you're not in state, we help you find jobs in your communities. And if you are in our 300-hour, we start you as soon as you pay your deposit. You get unlimited mentoring, and as soon as you pass your audition, meaning you're safe to teach in all of our communities, you can be employed and teach for us for money. And as of right now, which is 2026, our teachers are paid $50 an hour. And that is everyone that starts, because we're all over the place and we want to make sure that you are treated for the time you put into it. Here are our current lead teachers. Hopefully I didn't forget anyone. 30, like there's so much experience on our team, and we all have our gifts. We all come with different gifts. And if any of you want to see the curriculum, depending what year, just email me and I will share it with you. We meet the Yoga Alliance requirements, which are 50 hours of technique, training, and practice, 50 hours of teaching methodology, and under that, there's different little pockets. So you have to have 25 hours with a minimum contact with lead teachers, which all of our in-person are lead teachers. And then you have the breakdown of the contact hours with the teaching methodology, which we cover. Then you have to have 15 hours of anatomy and physiology. We have plenty of that. 30 hours of practicum. We have 70. And then 30 hours of yoga philosophy, lifestyle, and ethics, which we have plenty. And then the others are kind of like the electives. And we have mostly for vulnerable communities. So you learn how to teach vision impaired, hearing impaired, people that might suffer with high blood pressure, osteoporosis, knee support, seniors. There are so many things that we try to give you individualized information on in case. Like I said, outside of the monthly curriculum for the 300-hour, there is the 70 hours of practicum that you do interim. The school starts the last weekend of January, and you all spend Friday night, Saturday, Sunday together, 1 weekend a month, graduate in November. And I'll tell you, you become one tight-knit family. The hours are very much, everything is in a sequential order. So like month 1 is teaching, month 1 and 2, I should say, is teaching Sun A and B to all levels, how to do hands-on assist for all level, for Sun A and Sun B, how to teach seniors Sun A, Sun B. So it's like every type of variation of your Sun A's and Sun B's. And then the next weekend, it's your standing poses for seniors. For all levels, your hands-on assist. So we have it very sequential. And then after you get through your all levels, which is like month 4 or 5, we take you through yin, restorative, kundalini, chair, nidra, yoga for athletes, yoga for dancers. The list goes on and on and on, because really the world is your yoga oyster, and there are so many opportunities to teach yoga outside of your traditional studio. All of the opportunities for practicum and for learning can be attended in person, virtually, and or on demand. Like I said, life happens. We need to pivot sometimes when life happens, and we support you with that. Everything is recorded. We went over all of this. The reasons why we have this schedule and we have it a year long is because we want you to integrate. We want to help you with the analysis paralysis. We want to help you digest what you've learned and learn how to apply it. And if there's a struggle, we want to be able to work with you through that struggle and help you apply it, and then come back the next month. And it's really helpful to have that time and each other to, learn and figure it out together, because in yoga, it always depends. And at Yoga's Arc, we're here to support one another and help you rise at all times. We're always learning and going and growing at Yoga's Arc, and we welcome you to the family. So obviously, because we have a year-long schedule and things change all the time, like people go to weddings, funerals, like travel, sometimes the schedule of the specific classes, days and times that you get in January change. But you will get all of the curriculum throughout the year, and you get to attend all of our 200-hour. It comes with your 300. And every year, by the way, that would count towards practicum. And every year you can come back and take all of our teacher trainings on demand and or in person, depending what you do, if you're on demand or in person. Every year unlimited for continuing education, because there's no way in heck you can learn it all in a year. So we encourage our alumni to come back every year and take classes and re-review. Like I went and took Cheryl Oliver's Intro to Sanskrit 10 times. Yes, 10 times. So we welcome it. In 2026, we're so happy. 2027, we found a new home. The Hyatt Chandler Fashion Square. It is literally right off all the highways, right in front of Chandler Fashion Square. We love the space. There's big windows. We get to control the temp. There's a huge, huge television for PowerPoints. We have lots of dimmers of lights. It's just great. The place is friendly. We're so excited. Yoga's Arc classes. So during the 300-hour, we have a schedule now of about 40 classes a week throughout the entire Maricopa Valley, soon to add on Tucson. So you are more than welcome to go to any of the communities we're in for practicum to learn how to teach there, get on the sub list, and get employed and teach in those areas. And all of that mentoring counts as your practicum. You can come to our 200-hour and teach. Like, let's say you want to get more into the sutras, or you want to, tag along with me and really learn how to teach teachers. That can be part of your practicum. If you want to learn how to mentor teachers, you can mentor some of our 200-hour trainees, which is basically just checking in on them once a week, because it's scary and sometimes we drop the ball and don't practice teaching. So you're just pretty much their cheerleader. And we always pivot. Like you might be like, oh my gosh, I definitely want to be a senior chair yoga teacher. And then after a month of you observing and teaching senior chair yoga, you might be like, I don't like it. Or the opposite, you might be like, I want to teach like vinyasa flow at the Elite Studios. And then we get you ready for it. And you're like, I don't think I want to do that. Pivot. Try it. We always say, try everything 3 times before you say yes or no. If you are outside of Yoga's Ark, it is a $4,500 cost, and that comes with employment, unlimited training, all your books, your mala bead ceremony, and everything in between. And of course, we hire you. If you want the 10% discount, you can pay it off by the early bird, and we do payment plans from the minute you enroll until you graduate. So if any of you like enrolled like 12 months early, then you break it down so it's per month. So it really makes it not as big of a difference. And you just reach out if you have any questions about payment plans. And that is the information I wanted to make sure I got to you about our Yoga's Ark yoga teacher training. There's probably things I forgot. I'm going to open it to questions. And if you do have questions I didn't answer, write them down, reach out. We'll set up a one-on-one phone call or a Zoom session because I want to make sure everything's answered before you consider.
I do think the formatting and the structure really gives you time to uh, learn at a pace that is more suited to life and human brains. Like, just gives you a chance to, I don't know. Yeah, I'm already sort of grieving that it's going to be over. So I'm like, what am I going to do when the yoga teacher training is done? I'm glad I can come for the rest of my life anytime I want, thank goodness. And you're like, well, I can catch the recording and I can go
Yeah.
next year to really brush up and do it in person. So that
Mm,
takes some of the pressure off.
that's great.
That
Yeah.
happened to me in my 300 hour. My grandfather died, and I wanted to help my grandma with the funeral on the other side of the country. So I had to put off my 300 hour for 6 months. And Cheryl was so gracious about it because life happens. And that's seva and that's yoga. It's just being present with what is and not forcing it because it's the
Mm,
checkbox.
mm.
Yeah. I'm making friends, and then the teachers themselves, they're so good. And so then I've been uh they make themselves so available, and you can really learn as much as you want, you know.
Important
Yeah.
because once we get out of school and we're teaching, it's like we're on our own island, and it is not an easy job. There's so many pieces to it. It's like I do these podcasts, they're like, you're so great. I'm like, because I don't have to teach people how to do asana while I'm talking. Like, you literally have to present and entertain and do all of the things while safely getting them through a practice. It is one of the hardest jobs. And if you have a support group, which is what I
Yeah.
try to do this kind of stuff for, it makes it easier. Like, you feel like I'm not alone. We got this.